Hey everyone, welcome back to the 5th part of our playthrough and discussion of Silent Hill 4 The Room. Previously we went to Hospital World and saved Eileen, who's gonna stick with us for the rest of the game. With her bricked handbag.
her legendary weapon, her handbag.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, without further ado, let's start this, I guess.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we're gonna continue continue on, and we just also did a haunting, I believe, in the previous part.
Oh yeah, the poltergeist at the window.
Yeah, exactly, the poltergeist at the window. So the hauntings are actually kind of really cool to me because they're all very different, and they're like I said, they're really cool. You will see later more examples of.
They appear randomly.
Yeah, they appear kind of periodically, I suppose, as the farther you go into the game. So it's kind of advice you kind of go back to the room every once in a while just to check if there are hauntings. So yeah, Eileen is still here. So yeah. So the thing with Eileen that's a little bit annoying is her running speed is slightly slower than Henry's.
Give the girl a break, Vincent. She's been beaten half to death like a day ago.
Yeah, but she's still annoying. A little bit.
Come on, Eileen!
Yeah, move
it!
I don't have time for your slacking. Yeah.
Come on, Sheva!
Yeah, come on, Sheva.
From Resident Evil 5.
Yeah.
Come on, Sheva! Come on!
And then Eileen's like,
Come on, Eileen!
So
Come
yeah.
on!
So yeah, we're actually back at Subway World, actually.
Oh, Subway World.
Yeah, Henry decided he was hungry and so he wanted to go buy a sandwich again.
But he's out of luck. It's the Subway.
Yeah, it's
the literal Subway.
Yeah, it's a literal Subway. So yeah, the enemies have changed also. So these are the monkeys from Building World.
That is like your immediate go-to equip the handbag on Eileen.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good strategy to give her the... When you're gonna fight, always equip Eileen with her weapon then.
Yeah. And if you don't wanna fight, yeah.
Yeah, just unequip it and run.
Because that girl will stay and fight until the end.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If you don't take away your weapon.
Yeah, that's the thing with her, so you have to be kind of careful of that.
She has no mercy.
Yeah, exactly. She's merciless. So yeah. So this is where Cynthia was killed.
Poor Cynthia.
Yeah, exactly. I do kind of feel bad for her the most, I think, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because everyone else is kind of either weird or an asshole, you know?
Yeah, the chocolate milk guy, who's possibly part of a cult.
Yeah.
Then we got the weird prison warden.
Who's kind of implied to have abused children or something.
In an orphanage.
In an orphanage, yeah. And just Richard, who is kind of an asshole, just left us.
Richard is like defined by asshole.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of his whole personality, I guess. So yeah, we noticed that there's like hair on the floor here. A lot of it. And Henry's like, yeah.
I think I've seen this Japanese movie before.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I think it's very much meant to like replicate that a little bit.
Ringu.
Yeah, exactly.
Ju-on, The Grudge.
So that's actually Cynthia, the dead body of Cynthia.
Oh, hey, girl.
So this is our introduction to something called the new ghosts. So these are ghosts of recently killed victims. And they're a lot stronger than the normal ghosts.
And we know them?
Yeah, we know them. So this is Cynthia. Whose hair has got a lot longer, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason.
That's because of all the negative energy.
Yeah, exactly. So, something that I'm about to do is I'm gonna use the sword to pin her down permanently. And the thing is, Cynthia is actually the hardest ghost to me to pin down with the sword, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a bit difficult, but we're gonna manage it. So yeah, I kinda edited it out a bit. So I'm first gonna place a holy candle. I'm equipping the saint medallion because she's really tough, like, yeah. And I'm gonna, yeah, fuck her up. She's insanely hard to pin down, but it is possible, as I'm about to show actually. And I suggest you do so because she's actually the most annoying ghost to me. Because she has a special ability where she can grab you with her hair and you're immobilized. And that's actually really annoying later on.
Oh, poor Cynthia.
Yeah, poor Cynthia, I do kind of feel bad about it.
She just got killed by Walter Sullivan. And
Yeah.
now Henry's like, okay, boom.
Yeah. So you have to just keep whacking on her and now I can pin her down. Yeah.
Eileen is unfazed.
Yeah. She's like, good job, Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah, go team, and then she like does a high five with him. So yeah, that's the end of Cynthia. Basically, you're never gonna see her again. Well, maybe later to see her on the floor, I guess, with the sword. But
see you later.
Yeah, see you later, Cynthia. Yeah, I do suggest you keep the sword for the new ghost, essentially.
Yeah.
So yeah,
We're gonna beat up some monkeys, Eileen.
Yeah, come on, I hope you're ready. Yeah. Oh, for some reason I hit the one in the back instead of the front one.
The kinetic energy was so powerful.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, the annoying part is that Eileen does have to be kind of close to them for her to fight. But I still equip it for just in case, you know, she decides.
What was that, Henry? You completely missed her.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wow.
Yeah, now you made it up, Henry. Yeah, so I'm kind of showing them who's boss. I'm also gonna let Eileen handle the last monkey so I can pick up this nutrition drink.
Yeah. Eileen, get him! I need this nutrition drink.
Yeah, exactly. I need my vitamins or vitamins or whatever you can pronounce that. I do like Eileen's animation with the handbag when she runs, like
yeah.
it kind of flops about, which makes sense, of course, yeah. So I'm trying to pick up silver bullets. So even though it's called silver bullets, it's actually one bullet. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I'm not sure why they call it bullets.
That's confusing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so here she kind of makes a comment. So the silver bullet is a very powerful weapon in your handgun, is that it can instantly down a ghost, essentially.
But it does get back up.
It does eventually get back up, yeah. But it does instantly down them, so you can instantly pin them. So yeah, Cynthia is still crawling around here. Poor Cynthia, I do feel kind of bad. Yeah, so she kind of sometimes makes comments.
Oh, wow, that is so insensitive.
What?
Cynthia died, she's pinned down with a sword in her stomach. I wonder if Joseph is still alive.
Well, to be fair, Eileen...
Don't you care about me?
To be fair, Eileen doesn't know, Eileen doesn't know about Cynthia. She never met her, so to her, she's always a ghost.
And Henry doesn't say a thing.
Yeah, Henry decides not to say it, like... Best to keep skeletons in the closet, I suppose. In our history. So yeah. Something to kind of mention about Eileen is I kind of mentioned that she's the least frustrating escort mission in most games. And the main reason is that Eileen actually can die. Now obviously her getting hit does have negative consequences, but she can die. Yeah, I might explain later what these negative consequences are. But essentially, it's also one of the requirements for her to get a good ending is to keep her her health up, basically. She doesn't get hit too often. So we found a new weapon for Eileen, which is the riding crop, I don't remember what it's called. Which is kind of like a baton, I guess. Like a police baton, maybe. And it's a stronger weapon for her.
So the Gucci handbag with bricks in it.
Yeah.
It's no more.
It's no more. We're never gonna see that again. Only to put it in the box, maybe. Yeah. So Eileen also gets multiple weapons, which is kind of cool, actually. I don't know. I kind of wish this game had some form of local co-op, maybe. Like if someone controls Eileen, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that would be. I don't know. It would be kind of interesting, I suppose.
Games didn't do that back then. The only PS2 game, horror game that actually did that was Obscure, I think.
Yeah, Obscure, the first two exactly. Yeah. It's something to kind of like, yeah. I kind of want to mention that just because I think it's kind of interesting. So yeah. So sorry. Later I'm gonna go through these trains. I am gonna edit that out because there's never something eventful happening in these trains.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna constantly edit that out, basically that bit. I'm only gonna show the important bits, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Oh, but poor Eileen.
Yeah.
She's like sprinting after Henry.
So yeah, here I edited the on the other side of the trains. Because as I mentioned, there's nothing eventful that happened.
It's padding.
Yeah, it's padding a little bit. I have to go through it quite a few times actually. So I kind of edited it out like three times, I think, or 4 times. So yeah. So Eileen is gonna be a huge help here, I think. So I'm gonna take the pistol bullets, which I have not yet used actually. But I am gonna do it later. Oh, Henry missed, but Eileen doesn't. Yeah. Yeah. So these dogs are kind of annoying enemies that are very quickly. They're very quick. I mean.
Their hitboxes are small.
Yeah, and that's also that. Yeah.
Go, Eileen.
They don't have a lot of health though, so they're kind of easily to knock down once you got them. So yeah.
Back to the apartment.
Yeah, back to the apartment.
Meanwhile, Eileen is rolling her eyes. Again?
Yeah. How many times do you have to go to your apartment, Henry?
It's my safe space, Eileen.
Yeah, I need to go there.
I need to go there every 5 minutes. Just to be okay.
Look, I have a box there, okay, where I can store my items. May sound like a weird thing to say.
I have like a panic disorder, okay?
Exactly. Yeah.
I can only do survival horror games in short bursts.
Yeah, exactly. So something kind of interesting to mention, we kind of mentioned earlier in the first video that the GOG version kind of restored some cut content. It's actually all related to the haunting. So there were certain hauntings that were cut out. They actually remade them actually for this version.
Cool.
Which is kind of really cool actually. I really like that. So if you want the complete game, I suggest the GOG version basically. Or GOG, or I'm not sure how you say that. So here's another haunting. Is these shoes. Which are leaving like bloody footprints.
Wow.
So yeah, my amulet breaks, so I'm gonna put down the candle.
Oh my god, these aren't my shoes.
Exactly, like the horrible truth. So yeah, now it's gone, I believe. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the bloody footprints are kinda...
Yeah, they're kind of spooky, I suppose.
Spooky too.
So you may have noticed that also these hauntings also have the pain aura. So here he kind of explains the Saint Medallion and the Holy Candle, basically.
Which you already explained.
Yeah, which you already explained, exactly. Thanks, Joseph.
Thanks, Joseph, you useless bastard.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a toy key inside. And it's like, Mommy.
I'll give you this, so please.
Exactly. So yeah. So we actually use that key to open the box in the trains, if you remember the first video. Exactly the first video.
Okay, I take that back, Joseph. What would we do without you? Supplying these keys.
Well, it's actually, I think it's implied that Kid Walter that gave us that.
Oh,
so it wasn't even Joseph.
Go, Kid Walter.
Yeah, thanks.
He also saved Eileen.
Yeah.
Which Henry is taking credit for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I'm a badass hardcore hero.
Yeah, exactly.
With a panic disorder and agoraphobia.
Exactly. Yeah.
And no personality.
Yeah, I do find Henry the most boring character, I feel.
I wish they did more with him.
Yeah, the idea is cool.
I love the idea.
Yeah, exactly.
Agoraphobia, the hiding in your safe space.
Very introverted, but they kind of, I don't know.
They don't do anything with it.
Yeah, I don't really do anything with it. Besides the whole concept of the room, basically, and the hauntings.
The room itself is more representative of what they're trying to do than Henry.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of the problem.
I kind of just wish they did more with Henry.
Yeah, exactly. I also wish that. So yeah, I'm gonna take this portable medical kit. which is pretty
Meanwhile, Eileen is like, I'm not going up that stairs.
awesome. Yeah, are you kidding me? I'm tired, bitch. She's also walking in high heels, I just noticed.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
So yeah, I edited out another part.
We teleported.
Yeah, I edited that out, so basically, yeah. So yeah, we get a filthy coin, which we have to go back to the room to clean.
To clean up. I'm sorry, Eileen. I've been 10 minutes in this survival horror game. I need my safe space again.
Yeah. I need to wash off this coin. For some reason, I can't do that here. Yeah. It's kind of stupid because you can clearly see that it's meant for the vending machine with the symbol on it.
Yeah.
But Andrew's like, no, we have to clean that off.
We have to wash it.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a clean freak.
Yeah, exactly. I like to think it's not even necessary just because he's a clean freak. We have to do it.
I'm just seeing it as Henry being 5 minutes too long in the horror world, and like, I need my safe space, safe space again.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I noticed that the clock is ticking.
Oh yeah.
Which is, by the way, another haunting. So I'm gonna take the Saint medallion, I think, or a Saint medallion. So I'm kind of contemplating, like, am I gonna use the candle or the? And I'm like, no, I'm gonna use the Saint medallion. So yeah. So we're gonna go to that clock, and we're gonna exercise it.
Damn you for being annoying.
Yeah, maybe that's the reason why it takes damage near it. So like, yeah.
With the constant ticking.
Yeah, exactly. Psychic damage.
Even if that thing wasn't haunted, it's like, okay, get rid of it.
Yeah, just throw it against the wall and destroy it. So yeah, there's another. So yeah, they kind of mentioned that several residents saw a man with a coat who we know as Walter Sullivan. In our room, basically. So that's kind of interesting news.
Maybe those were his shoes.
Yeah, maybe. So we're gonna clean the coin. And now Henry's gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm a fucking dumbass.
It's a, what is that? A $1 coin?
Yeah, I think it's, yeah. He even mentions that it's like, did someone meant to write $1 there? So like he mentioned that actually.
It could have easily been $2, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know American currency.
Yeah, me neither. Me either. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Henry's kind of contemplating staying in the safe space.
Yeah.
Fuck Eileen. No.
All these horror worlds are overrated.
Yeah, exactly. And Eileen's like, god damn it.
Spoken like a true shut-in.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the vending machine, which we also saw in the first video. So we have to go to the train again. There's quite a lot of padding here. Where you have to... I think the worst thing is that in the trains there's not much going on there. There's nothing.
It's padding.
Yeah, so I'm gonna edit it out once more here.
The only thing this is doing is Eileen's feet are sore.
Yeah, Henry, how many times do we have to go back and forth? Back and forth.
With her high heels.
So I'm kind of struggling with the controls here, I think.
That like, is that normal in a hospital to strap high heels to a patient?
Well, I guess they didn't have time to remove them, maybe? I don't know.
I was almost thinking you would go back to the apartment again.
Yeah. Oh, I think I edited out something accidentally. I already used a coin in the vending machine. I got a key from it. So I kind of explained that I accidentally did that.
And she can't use a ladder with one arm.
Yeah, so we have to go on our own, basically.
And Henry's like, okay, screw you then.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm moving on.
Yeah, sometimes we have to kind of split off of Eileen, basically, in order to do our own thing. So yeah, so we also can see Eileen on the map. She's the red triangle, or the, yeah.
Does she have to go through the entire train system again?
I think so, yes. Maybe, potentially, I don't remember, actually.
Poor girl.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I kind of paused here to check something. Yeah, I'm gonna go down again. And yeah. So what we got from the vending machine was the key to the murder scene, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of, yeah. So yeah, Cynthia's murder scene, basically. So yeah, there's her worm again. Hello, old friend.
We've been here before.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, the ghosts are... Oh. So yeah, now we have to go back to my favorite enemies.
Oh,
the wall, man.
The wall slappers.
Yeah,
I'm gonna bitch slap you.
yeah, they're really annoying to me.
Bitch slap.
Yeah, look at that. It actually makes me rage to see that. There's just something so aggravating about them, you know, like, yeah.
At least Eileen isn't here.
Yeah. We are gonna have to go through this a second time with Eileen.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's really, unfortunately. So yeah. So something to kind of note here is that with these worlds, there's a kind of a lot of, it's kind of based off of Norse mythology, I think, with specifically Yggdrasil, right, or Yggdrasil, or however you pronounce that. It's kind of mentioned in mythology that Yggdrasil connects 9 worlds, and it so happens in this game we have 9 worlds where we, well, if you count the ones we return to the second time.
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of interesting there.
Aren't there also like 9 circles of hell in Dante's Inferno?
Yeah, for example, exactly. Yeah, that might be also kind of
the number 9 is evil.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's kind of also interesting that Yggdrasil is also an ash tree, which is like a holy tree. And as if you can remember, Henry lives in Ashfield. You know, like a field of ash trees, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a reference to that, I think.
Oh, this is the place Cynthia got killed?
Yeah, exactly. And we find the train handle. So yeah, we're gonna need this to find a way forward.
But meanwhile, 0 comment from Henry about Cynthia.
Yeah, he doesn't talk about her basically, or not makes a mention of her. So we kind of also picked up her commuter's ticket, so we can now freely go through the turnstile, I think they're called. Yeah.
Yeah, and we can get Eileen back.
Yeah, now we can get Eileen and go with her via the crime scene. So we can escape from this world.
To the next one.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we haven't actually seen Walter yet. Or, well, we did see him in the hospital room, but I mean in this world.
Oh yeah, he was acting super creepy.
Yeah, like an old man also, kind of like the animation.
I see you, Henry.
Yeah,
I see you.
Yeah, that animation in the hospital room does remind me of an old man, like skulking.
Hunched over.
Yeah, hunched over and like, yeah.
You never accepted my doll, Henry. I'm mad about that, Henry.
Yeah, exactly. He's really disappointed. Oh yeah, by the way, if you pick up that doll and you put it in the item box, it creates another haunting. So because we didn't pick that up, we automatically like avoided
that haunting.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, to kind of explain what the doll did from the apartment where Walter gave it to us. So yeah, now we have Eileen back, and I'm gonna go to the apartment again.
Hey, I'm burnt out again. Go to my safe space again, Eileen. Bye.
Yeah, Eileen is gonna be so done with our shit later.
Henry is a hero in short bursts.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm kind of looking through the window. It's night now, I think. I kind of mentioned earlier that in a previous video that the weather changes outside, or like at least the you know, like the day and night cycle, I guess. So yeah.
Another haunting?
No, I don't think there's a haunting this time.
Ah.
Which is kind of nice. So I was kind of expecting it, but I was like, oh, okay, good. And I'm also gonna put a lot of my shit in the item box.
But I'm just wondering, which is the lamest haunting?
Well, I would say kind of the windows are actually the lame ones.
Oh yeah, the ones we saw.
Yeah, and also the clock, I guess, is also kind of a lame one.
Yeah.
There are some really cool ones, which I'm not gonna spoil because we're likely going to see them.
Nice.
Yeah. They're gonna get worse and worse, I believe. So in the beginning they're kind of like mild hauntings, I guess. So yeah. Yeah. So we're almost done with Subway World again, I believe. We just need to use the train handle and we're out of here. But first we need to get Eileen over at the other side again. Yeah, you have to go through these trains a lot, I feel like. A little bit too much. I do feel like it's padding. Yeah. So yeah. Eileen is gonna try to run and catch up with us. Oh yeah, so you can see it in the background there. So yeah, I may have edited this out. I don't know, I didn't edit this out, I think. So we're gonna see it once, I believe.
So we're going through this multiple times.
Yeah, this is like the 4th time, I believe.
Move it, Eileen!
Yeah, so I think my Eileen isn't with us, so I'm kinda like, oh, where are you? Okay, there you are. Yeah, that's kind of annoying that she just doesn't follow through the doors automatically, basically. Even though she's not that far away. So yeah. So we already saw Cynthia as a ghost, so it kind of implies that we're gonna see the other victims we saw also as ghosts.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get a ghost following us constantly asking for, I want chocolate milk.
Yeah, basically.
Chocolate milk.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So yeah. There's actually one ghost I really like, actually, which I'm not gonna spoil too much, but yeah, you're gonna see. I'm gonna note him, basically.
Is Richard as a ghost still an asshole?
Yeah.
Or did his personality improve?
Well, he doesn't say anything, so I guess it improved.
It improved.
It's an improvement for you, Richard. So yeah, you can see Eileen like in the darkness.
That poor girl.
Yeah, exactly. I do kind of feel bad for her now. So yeah. So yeah, we still hear Cynthia gurgling. I also feel bad for Cynthia. We kind of did her dirty.
Just in general, the game does her dirty.
Yeah.
She even got that cool sad song, and then now it's like, oh yeah, she was a thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Cynthia is definitely the most annoying ghost to me, so which is why the reason I pinned her down. So we have to go down the what are they called? These stairs. Fuck, what are they called?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember. But we have to go down them with Eileen, which is not gonna be easy. Oh yeah, so.
Bitch that bitch. Bitch that bitch.
It really makes me angry seeing that.
Well, at least Henry's taking all the damage.
Yeah, he's gonna be slapped the most, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, sometimes Eileen is gonna get slapped. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. How are you supposed to, like, avoid that? They just like, spam that attack constantly. It's kind of ridiculous, these enemies, to me.
You have to time it just right.
No.
And even then...
Even then, they can just spam that attack and you can just get slapped again. I do believe that this is the last time we may see them, the woman. Hopefully.
Lucky for you.
Yeah, hopefully at least. So yeah. So now we're gonna go use the train handle, I believe.
I love how Henry shrugs it off like it's a mild inconvenience getting slapped around like that.
Yeah, especially how far he flies away.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna use a train handle on this train. And then we can escape the subway world. Oh, so I'm making sure that Eileen sticks with me.
There's always a thing with these escort missions. Like, is she still following?
Yeah, exactly. So, oh, sorry, Eileen. So yeah. So there's also another sword here. And we've now successfully escaped a subway world again. So yeah, this is kind of an interesting scene. So that's Walter.
Walter.
Yeah. I kind of mentioned that we didn't see him yet. Just raising his pistol against us.
Oh.
Yeah. So that scene is actually meant to signify that from now on, Walter is after us now.
He's pissed because we never accepted his doll.
Yeah. So the way he works is he will randomly appear and he's like a special ghost that's very aggressive, basically, who's gonna try to kill us to complete the ritual that he started.
I tried to give you my precious doll, Henry,
Yeah.
Now eat lead.
Exactly. I'm gonna put a cap in your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we're near the end of the video once more.
Henry is very disturbed seeing that vision of Walter Sullivan, and he's like, nope, I don't want any of that. Peace out, back to my safe space apartment.
I don't know what you're gonna do, Eileen, so you stay here, I guess. Yeah. I don't think there's a haunting here. So yeah, I'm just gonna be like, check it out. I'm gonna make sure to go here in to see if there's a haunting here, and I'm like, nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Walter Sullivan is on the loose, and we are like...
Yeah. Stuck with Eileen, I guess. But she's pretty helpful, actually, Eileen, for the most part.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the end of the video, I think. I hope you enjoyed that, guys, and see you next time. Bye.
Bye.